Hello and welcome to FX Addicts Weekly Market Analysis. This is Tim the Currency Professor, and today is Friday, June 7th, 2013. It's the end to a very wild week, especially yesterday's movements. Dollar getting clobbered yesterday, so a lot of action and a lot of changes coming the way it looks, depending on how we close up here officially. First off, let's take a quick look at some of the numbers. Throughout the week we had some negative numbers towards the US, positive numbers towards the UK, and mixed numbers for the EU. Today the German industrial production came out 1.8%, much better than the unchanged number that was expected, and better than last month's 1.2%. So that was a positive for the euro. In the U.S., the non-farm payroll number came out at 175,000, slightly more than the expected 167, and better than last month's revised lower number of 149,000. So that was decent. However, the unemployment rate officially ticked up to 7.6% from 7.5%. Now, this is kind of a mixed report. A lot of people focus on the non-farm payrolls, and for the month of May, that is decent, 175. However, the revision lower for last month is not necessarily good. So, longer term, also the unemployment rate, which is a separate survey, being pushed up there 0.1%, is not necessarily good either. However, we're still creating jobs. It's still creating a decent amount of jobs. Even the 149 for last month, still pretty decent. So if we do that from now until the end of the year, actually the unemployment rate will drop, and drop probably below 7%. So that is encouraging. That is good. It just depends on how long it continues to do that. So every month it will be a new experience. Next week we have a few reports of note. Nothing major though coming out next week. We have on Monday Sentex investor confidence out of Europe. Expectations there for a decline of 10. That would be better than last month's decline of 15.6. Then on Tuesday is manufacturing and industrial production out of the UK. Numbers there are expected to be a little bit lower than last month, so it'd be important to see how those actually do come out. Unemployment on Wednesday for the UK, and industrial production for Europe on Wednesday. In the US, federal budget balance on Wednesday. That's expected to show a negative number after last report's $112 billion increase. This next one is supposed to show a $110 billion decrease, so pretty much erasing what we gained last period. Thursday is core retail sales and retail sales in the U.S. No big changes there. Slightly higher numbers expected. And then on Friday, pretty much all U.S. numbers on Friday. We get the wholesale inflation number, PPI, out. Expect to be 0.1% after last month's 0.7% fall. Also, current account about the same as last month, negative 110 billion. And capacity utilization, industrial production, both expected to show very minor increases after last month's drop off, as well as consumer sentiment out of the University of Michigan, expected to show a slight increase over last period. All right, into the numbers. Today, euro against the U.S. dollar down about 19 pips. We just really not too much movement there, considering what we have done lately, especially yesterday's move. So still fairly strong. Slight pullback. Maybe we pull back a little bit on Monday. And then Tuesday and Wednesday we go up. We've closed now at the highest level we've had in many months. This is a breaking of the pattern. If we look at the weeklies, we can see this week we're closing again at the highest level we've seen in a long time. So more than likely this is going to continue up. It's going to test those highs around that 136.50, 137 range. We'll probably do it fairly quickly. If we do not close above that, then we can see here on the monthlies we will probably fall right back off. We could end up with a little double top up in here on the monthlies. It really depends on how much momentum we have going into July. But for this month, it's very possible we could run up to those highs there around that 136 level. British pound now making a real decent kind of bottoming pattern here. This U-shaped formation. That's actually fairly positive. The fact that we've closed up here now at the highest level that we've had going all the way back here to February. So that is fairly positive also. Really don't expect us to move too much, because on the weeklies we're still below. We did pop up above, but we are still below this minor trend line and far below this major trend line. So what we're seeing here is probably nothing more than a correction and consolidation after we broke down below this this trend line. Now we have seen this before, like in the euro yen, and we did break up and move up to new highs. Don't see that happening here. There's too much fundamental stickiness out there still for the UK's economy, so ultimately still see it going lower. US dollar against the Swissy. Well, yesterday, big day, sold way off, got down below this minor trend line, closed below it, but now today we're back up. Looks like we're going to close up above it. Still looks fairly decent. Stochastics very oversold. We're overdue for a bounce. On a weekly level, this third week down, we're in extended range here on this week, so that usually means the move is over with. We'll see what happens next week, but hopefully next week we run right back up. That would be a positive sign. And then on the monthlies, we need to get up above these, really this double trend line that goes back some 30 years. So if we could close up around 101, 102 area for the month, that would be very, very strong. Really turn this market around and get it going again. US dollar against Japanese yen. Today we're up about 60 pips right now. We were down about 120 earlier. This week has been quite the week. We've sold off considerably here. We were down about 600-700 pips on the week. So quite the volatility here. This looks like a real turnaround day here today. Nice spike to the low there, and also on the weeklies we're right back almost to that minor trend line. So it would be great if we could close the week above that. Probably won't, but nonetheless we still have a very decent tail here. So that's again a pattern that says that we've blown it out there. It's done moving down, and on the monthlies we're just on that trend line. So really still looks very good on the longer term as well. So a little bit of a cleaning of a house, and right back then. That's really what it should be. Euro against the Swiss, up nicely today after really about 6 out of the last 7 trading sessions that just really wrote off a lot of gains. But today we're up about 50 pips right now, 123.60 area. Looks like we've probably bottomed. We could pop a little bit on Monday again, and then maybe come back down and test this level. But we got some nice tails down here, nice double bottom going. And on the weeklies, we got that curved bottom. We came up. We got a couple of tails to the top side. We've backed off now 3 weeks in a row. So really looking like we'll probably turn around from this point and go up and make some new highs. At least technically that's what we should do. Euro against the yen, very big day today, up 54 right now, just above 129. We ran all the way down to just below 126, and a very volatile day. Looks like we've got lows in now today. We really set the lows in. Got this nice spike going. So from here we should work our way back up and get back up above the 133, and we'll probably get up to the 137, 138 level in the coming weeks, probably over the next 6 to 8 weeks. This should be the low then that we'll see for that period of time. And if we look on the monthlies, we can see how that should finish out this pattern. Then we get up 137, 138 on a monthly basis, and then we could probably trade around for many months in that 130 to 138 level. That is it for the week. If you are not a member of FX Addicts, please stop on by, check us out. You can get a 7-day free trial, and you can also check out everything that we do on a daily basis with that 7-day free trial. We have a live trading room. We do market analysis every day by video, and we also send out an email that has usually a trade signal and an explanation of some numbers for each day. So please feel free to stop on by. We also offer classes at various levels, so feel free to check those out as well. Thank you.